What's going on, guys? It is Ian here with Radioactive Podcast. And I don't know if you can tell, but we're at a motherfucking Vintage Fest, guys.
Oh, yeah. Drop Soda Vintage Fest.
Drop Soda Vintage Fest. I am joined by one of my best friends from childhood, man. Give it up for Billy Darris. Billy, how are we feeling tonight, man?
I'm feeling absolutely amazing. It's been a great night market. This is the second Friday night market of the year for us, and it's been doing absolutely amazing. We couldn't ask for a better outcome.
I love it, man. I love it, dude. I went to one of these a little over a year ago out in Collinsville, Illinois. It was massive. Very, very exclusive merchandise to be seen. Billy, we're just going to go ahead and dive right into it, man. So I want to know who has been your biggest supporter through it all?
My personal biggest supporters have been my brother and my girlfriend, Mary. I think if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be doing this. So we've all came together last year and started our business, Black Future, and I teach them the ropes a little bit, and from there, they've just gone off in their own direction with their fashion, and we all come together and create an amazing display every single time. So if it weren't for Mary, Edmund, it wouldn't even be possible, really.
I love that, man. That is so awesome. That's so deep, too. A woman that you really love and a blood brother, dude. I mean, who else?
Yeah, bro, I can't trust anyone else more. You know, that's just the best case scenario for me, for sure.
I love it. I love it. All right, man. So the next thing I have here is why Black Future? What inspired the name Black Future?
Okay, so it's kind of like maybe mediocre, but my brother, Edmund, he had, for his PlayStation account, his username was the Black Futurist, and he always had the idea of making a business out of that name, but it just took some time. He was on PlayStation playing the games, had the Black Futurist account, and then time went on, and he joined me with thrifting and selling the clothes, and then he was like, might as well make that a full vision. So he came out with the name Black Future, and from there it's just been a hit, and it has a ring to it, if I do say so myself.
No, I love Black Vintage, dude. Black Future Vintage, excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's original, man. It's original. I love it. It kind of makes me think of the rapper Future.
Oh yeah.
To a certain extent, but I love it, man. I love it. Awesome little origin story there. What has been, so by the way, before I ask this next question, I want to say preemptively, Radioactive is a very music-dedicated podcast, and you and I mean, music is like our bread and butter, dude.
It's our lives, man.
That is what draws us together as friends.
100%.
I want to know what your favorite concert of 2024 was and why.
Okay, that's a hard question because I definitely hit a good amount of people last year. But I might have to say off rip, it was Charlie XCX, man. I love me some Charlie XCX. It was the dichotomy of her and Troye Sivan. There's like the opener and then the main act, but they switch places on stage throughout the entire show, and it gave a good flow, and you didn't get tired of Charlie, you didn't get tired of Troy. They were all doing their own thing. We were lit, we were smoking, we were drinking. It was just a great time, dude, and it was right in Nashville on Main Street, so it was just beautiful. It was a beautiful time, bro, for real.
Awesome. I want to point out Andrew, the dude recording, who happens to be my cousin and our lifelong friend.
Oh, God.
Andrew called it. We were having dinner, and he was like, I bet you Billy is going to say Charlie XCX.
She's a brat. It's a brat girl's summer again. Come on. Brat boy summer this time.
I love it. I love it so much. I'm going to give you two more.
Okay.
Two more.
All right. Two more concerts?
Two more concerts.
Okay. I will have to say Kevin Abstract at Lollapalooza last year was an amazing act. Since he's left Brockhampton, it's cool to still see what he's doing on his solo work. So that was a really fun concert. And the last one, I guess I'll have to say Skrillex. Another, dude, I saw Skrillex last year at Lollapalooza.
What?
like Andrew, going back to Andrew, me and him like grew up listening to that shit. So it was a very cool full circle moment for me to like get that experience and hear some of those songs live for sure.
Dude, I am a huge Skrillex fan. That is fucking awesome, bro. I love that. I love that so much. All right, so this kind of ties into my next question here for you, Billy.
Yeah.
Skrillex is a little more alternative.
Yeah.
And I want to know, in terms of merchandise that you and Mary and your brother have found, what has been a piece of fabric that you're like, wow, this is super metal, this is goth, this is alternative? Because again, Radioactive is a very alternative-based podcast.
Right.
So I want to know, what's something that really stuck out to you?
Okay. I think the first piece that sticks out to me is a Megadeth 90s tee that we have. I grew up listening to Megadeth a lot. My parents are musicians, and they had me grow up with a lot of rock and metal. And so I actually found it in a bin full of Metallica shirt, a 90s Metallica shirt, a 90s Megadeth shirt, a Fish shirt, a tie-dye Fish shirt, and then I think a Sting shirt as well. So, those are just 5 bangers off rip that I just got all in the same day that really meant a lot to me,
I love it. I love that so much, dude. Really quick, little tidbit. Billy sold me a Slipknot jacket, which was really, really cool. Dude. Very hard to come by, but
yeah, and I gave you a good price on it too, and that was one of the best markets we ever did. It was such an honor to have you there, dude, and it's great to be back. Like, for real, we're already back in this bitch. It's crazy.
I am happy that we finally got this opportunity,
exactly.
Dude. How long have we been talking about this?
Months and months, if not a year, dude. Like, ever since the last market we've done, we've been talking about getting in here, so it's amazing to be here, dude.
I love it, man. All right, what has been your favorite venue thus far for Black Future Vintage?
That's a good question. If I had to be completely honest, our favorite venue to do as a group is Drop Soda Vintage Market. Just for it's at home. We don't have to worry about lugging a bunch of stuff all the way to Chicago. We could just go straight to the city, see all of our crowd and the people that we know support us, and we know that we were really close with. We have a seamstress here that, takes care of all of the imperfections and all the tears in our clothes. So there's just a lot of support at home, and it's really amazing to fucking do Drop Soda every single month. We're here every single month, every single day of every single planned scheduled time that they have it. So it's Drop Soda. You can't go wrong with it, for real.
I love it. I love to see it, man. I love it. So we're gonna be playing a game, Billy.
Okay.
And the game is called This or That. This has been something very popular with our fan base. So, Billy, this or that, chocolate or strawberry?
Definitely strawberry.
Love it.
Definitely.
Ice cream or milk?
Ice cream, dude. I'm obsessed with that shit.
Love it. All right. Flat bill caps or beanies?
That's a hard one, but I think I'd say the bills, the flat bill caps. There's some cool all over vintage ones that you could get that I really fuck with nowadays.
I love it. Blue jeans or cargo pants?
Cargos. I'd definitely go for some cargos.
I know you do, dude. I knew that was gonna be it.
A little bit more stylish. Yeah.
All right. Horror movies or comedies?
That's a hard one, bro. I just watched Hereditary last night, dude. I might have to just say horror movies just for that alone, because I like horror movies that most of the time they'll add some lighthearted, funny shit in there. So you could go both ways with that one.
Oh, dude, I love horror movies that don't take themselves too seriously, right?
Yeah.
Like Terrifier is a perfect example.
Yeah, or like Jordan Peele movie or some shit like that.
No, Jordan Peele, dude. Nope. You saw that one, right?
Yeah, I saw it in theaters and then I fell asleep through it because I was so tired. And then I saw it later, but it's fire. It's hella good for sure.
I love it, man. I love it. All right. I don't know if you've ever been, but roller coasters or skydiving?
I I want to say skydiving because I've never been, but I do it.
You need to.
Yeah.
Once
Done it?
Oh hell yeah!
What?
I did it for a bachelor party, man. It was crazy. Dude, the key is to stay calm when you're going up.
Yeah, I mean,
Because if you freak out, you're gonna be like, ah!
yeah, no, for real. No, we'll have to fucking do that sometime, dude. Like, if we could get that together, I'd do that, for real.
Skydiving.
Lollapalooza skydiving trip.
Lollapalooza skydiving trip. I love that energy,
Hell yeah.
dude. All right, we got 2 left.
Okay.
Coffee or whiskey?
I say I'm a coffee guy now. It was whiskey probably 2022 and back, but now I'm more of a coffee guy.
Love it. Love it. Last one. St. Patrick's Day or Halloween?
Saint fucking Pat's, bro. And whenever I saw that you had that, I love it. I love it. St. Pat's all day, bro. It's literally like one of my favorite like holidays. No one ever says that, but I say that, bro. Like the shit that we do is gonna live on for the rest of our lives for St. Patrick's Day.
It's the Lollapalooza crew, dude. Me, Billy, Andrew, Artemis, man. All the crazy shit that we've done.
It lives on forever, bro. St. Pat's is always gonna be special, bro.
Oh yeah, 100%. All right, we got 2 more questions here for you.
All right.
What do you believe to be a crucial element in embracing who you are as a person?
Recently, I think the best way to answer that for my recent experience is that just listening to yourself, following your gut, and not taking things too seriously. Life is gonna do its thing, dude. So why be stressed about this, that, and the third if you could just look into yourself, feel what you want to feel, and act that way? You know what I mean? It shouldn't be a difficult process for you to get to the bottom line of things. It's just chill. It should be chill.
Yep. Life, and I've been saying this a lot recently, life is too depressing to be taken seriously all the time.
100%.
Yeah, I love that answer, man.
Thanks.
All right, last question. This is a doozy, dude. If you could travel back in time and give the 18-year-old version of yourself any advice, what piece of advice would you give your former self and why?
I would just say to keep going and do your thing, dude, because so far I would never think that I would be self-employed, having my own business selling clothes, because I'm a musician. So, like, I'm way further than I ever would have thought imaginable. So I just say to stick to your gut, bro, and keep doing what you're doing, man. For real.
That is awesome, dude. Billy, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you so much, bro.
Let the people know what you have going on.
I am just grinding out these events. For the rest of February, we are here tomorrow at the Drop Soda Vintage Market in St. Louis as well. The next week we'll be at the Totally Rad Vintage Market, and that's in Collinsville, Illinois. And then at the end of the month, we're going to be doing Mall of America, have our own booth in Mall of America, and it's supposed to be a really big deal, so it's going to be a really busy month for us. And on top of that, we're doing music, so a lot of things in store for coming in the spring for the music shit. So just grinding it out, for sure.
I love it, man. I love every single ounce of that. Thank you, Billy.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
And we're back with another installment of Radioactive Podcast, Part 2. We are now joined by the lovely, the voluptuous Mary. Mary, how are we tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. All right, Mary. So same thing as before with Billy. We're just going to be asking you a few questions about the festival and the brand, just kind of what got you started, okay? So, Mary, you personally, on a personal scale, who would you say has been your biggest supporter?
My dad, surprisingly. He wasn't with it at first, but then he started to go thrifting with me, and he was like, this is kind of cool. So, yeah, he's definitely been my biggest supporter. My mom hates it, though. That's, yeah.
I mean, hey, that'll happen. That'll happen a lot.
You can't win them all, you know. I got my dad's support, but, you know,
Hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is, you know?
It is what it
Better than
is.
nothing.
Better than nothing, yeah. So why True V Fashion? What inspired that name?
Billy did, actually. We were talking about like just different brands and stuff, and we were like, nobody like, people sell vintage, but it's not like true vintage. They call it vintage, or it like looks vintage, but it's not vintage. So we're like, yeah, True Vintage. And we're like, ooh, True V. It has a ring to it. So we're like, okay, True V Fashion. I added a little fashion because I was like, I want to be a fashion girly. So yeah, that's where the fashion, True V Fashion came from.
Love it. Love to see it. Love to hear it. Okay, so as you may or may not know, Radioactive Podcast is a very music-driven podcast. So Mary, I want to know, for you personally, what was your favorite concert of 2024 and why?
Probably the Sweat Tour with Charlie XCX and Troye Sivan. Because of the energy, it was so good. The way they went back and forth, it was incredible. It wasn't just the drugs and the alcohol, it was the music itself.
I love it. I love it. Andrew called this one too. That's awesome. That's so cool. Okay, so another factor for Radioactive Podcast, right? Not only are we music driven, we are very alternative. We like heavy metal. We like goth. We like everything weird. So we want to know, for True V, what has been the best alternative merchandise you have found?
I found a really nice, like lacy Trip skirt, like the brand Trip. It's so good. It's like a purple, deep purple lace. I already sold it, but it's on my Instagram at True V Fashion. You can check it out. She's gorgeous. She's gone, but she was gorgeous.
I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, Mary, we have now... Oh, wait a minute. I lied. Okay, we got one more question and then we're going to go into our game, okay? All right, Mary, so before we get into our game, we have one more question for you, okay? Of all the venues that True V has been to, what has been your favorite and why?
Drop Soda Market. For obvious reasons, I love the people that run it. They are great. It's such an intimate, nice experience. Shopping, vending, everybody, just for everybody. There's people gaming right there. You can't see it's off camera, but people are gaming. They're having a great time. I'm having a great time watching them. We also have Twilight running every now and again. You can watch Twilight, so it's really fun. It's a really cool experience here. It's unlike any event I've ever done, so I'd really recommend for anyone in St. Louis.
No, that's awesome. And yeah, no, the vibe here is really cool. I mean, there are fucking disco balls hanging up in the general vicinity of the area, which I really like. I think that's really cool. I don't know. I mean, somebody's DJing.
He's over there. It's a DJ.
Oh shit, there's a DJ. Okay, so there's a DJ right over here. So that's really cool. I love it. I love it. Okay.
Is it time for the game?
It's time for the game, Mary. So, Mary, this has been very popular with most of our viewers and our guests. We call it This or That, and it goes a little something like this. Mary, this or that, chocolate or strawberry?
Chocolate.
Love it, love it. All right, flat bill caps or beanies?
What's a flat bill cap? Just like a hat?
Snapback.
Okay, probably, yeah, that. Snapback.
Snapback?
Yeah.
Okay, alrighty. Blue jeans or cargo pants?
Definitely cargos. I love me some cargos. You can put a lot of stuff in those pockets. You need those pockets for everyday life.
This is very true. I own a pair of cargos myself. Okay. Mary, horror movies or comedies?
Definitely horror movies, although it makes me see shadows after I watch horror movies, I still love it. I love it. I'm definitely not schizophrenic. Like, I just see shadows after a horror movie. It's like normal, right?
It could be. I mean, I always jump. So I was actually watching Death Whisperer on Netflix the other night, and my dog was in my room, and she like sneezed, and I jumped out of my fucking bed, like, who's there, right? So I get it. I get it.
No, it's like that sometimes.
It's freaky. It's freaky.
It's freaky.
All right. Roller coasters or skydiving?
Probably skydiving. Although I've never done it, I'd love to. I think that'd be cool. Skydiving for sure.
Love it. All right, we got two more. Coffee or whiskey?
Definitely coffee. I've never liked whiskey. I'd rather not drink whiskey ever.
Fair enough. All right. We got one more. We got one more here for you, okay? Christmas or Thanksgiving?
Ooh, this might be selfish, but Thanksgiving, because my birthday is right next to Thanksgiving. It's like I was born on Thanksgiving too, so I love me a good meal around my birthday.
That's not selfish at all. My friend Ruth, shout out to Ruth. She, her birthday is on Thanksgiving.
Oh, slave.
So,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All right, Mary, we got two more questions here for you, okay? So, what do you believe to be a crucial element in embracing who you are as a person?
Honestly, I think fashion and clothes, because a lot of my life I did not know what I liked. I was a tomboy growing up. I grew up with 4 older brothers, so I hated girly stuff. And then in high school, I was like, okay, wait, girly stuff is kind of fun. It's cute. And then I was like, wait, but I like both. Why do I have to choose one? So I was like, I can just wear whatever style, and it doesn't have to like fit any box. I can wear whatever I want, whenever. It doesn't have to be so specific or like. It can be niche to me, you know? Like, I don't need to, like, wear something just because somebody else is wearing it. I can just wear it because I want to wear it. So fashion has really been a big part of me embracing who I am.
I love it. I mean, it's very appropriate given the setting in which we are currently in. Mary, I got one more question here for you, and then we'll wrap this up, okay? Mary, how old are you right now?
22.
You're 22. If you could go back to age 16, right? Time travel, 22 years old. You're going to talk to your 16-year-old self. What advice would you give your former self and why?
Do you want like the R-rated or like the PG?
PG.
Okay. Stop. Literally just stop what you're doing and stop talking to that guy. What the hell? That's it.
That's it. I mean, hey, that's valid, man. We all have a toxic ex. I get it. I get it. All right, Mary, look into the camera. Tell the people what you have going on, and we'll close out, okay?
What do I have going on?
You tell me.
The vintage events all the time in St. Louis. We've got one coming up, Totally Rad Vintage Fest, 2nd week in October, 3rd week in February? What? February, yeah. And then Totally Rad Minneapolis, end of February. Yes.
I love it. Mary, thank you so much for coming on the show. We're happy to have you.
Thanks for having me.